Man, I came from this small town, man, and I moved away from this small town 20 years ago, New Haven, Connecticut, moved down to Atlanta. But I can remember growing up here, man, we had a lot of fun in our early years. However, around that 14, that's when the crack, the cocaine epidemic came in, and a lot of young brothers like myself dropped out of high school. I made it to high school. I probably went there 2 or 3 days before I dropped out, started hanging on the corner like a lot of our young brothers at that time. That was quite a long time ago, over 30 years ago. However, you see, we were out there, man, and there was no laws, man, in and out the system, people, going to jail, people getting shot. It was really, 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 and it is really bad for many of us young black men coming up in the urban cities, across the United States. And we're seeing a different climate now where we don't see a lot of strong male leadership. We don't see a lot of strong male leadership. They destroyed that in our community. So they pretty much have, most of the homes are headed by a single mom, working one or two jobs. I mean, even now, if they have a job. So our communities have been devastated. As I ride through the different areas of where I'm from, back in the days, it would be tons and tons of people, tons and tons of people out, chilling, hanging, riding around, but now you don't see a lot of that. In fact, we've been replaced by the Hispanics. First it was the Spanish people, the Puerto Rican people, and it's nothing against my Hispanic people, brothers and sisters, but as a community, as a black community, we got to look at the bigger plan, and maybe take some notes from other cultures, on how they were able to come in and lay an economic foundation, and were able to grow and able to grow strength in political, financial sectors and arenas within the United States. You have a lot of smaller ethnic groups. Most of the smaller ethnic group have more power than we do as so-called African Americans. So that's a dynamic that has changed, and nobody's really conscious of that. Nobody's really, I mean, people speak about it. I mean, we actually have a lot of people, actually talking about what we need to do, but we don't really see that happen. We the only people that can have a million man march and not move a step forward. So Africa presents that opportunity for us, but we have to be very careful in that thinking, because we still have the same people that's coming over to Africa, you know, with the same mindset from the West to, to destroy as opposed to build, to be divided as opposed to be united. You know what I mean? To be for self as opposed to being for, the cause and for the movement. So right now, we're in a situation where, as a people, we are lost as a people. So the few people that are waking up, they're like, hey, we got to get up off the country. They're transitioning and coming over to Africa. However, in transitioning and coming over to Africa, we have to have a plan too. What I've seen over the past year since I came out of the house in Africa, because I was there 3 years, but for 2 years I stayed in the house because I didn't need to come out the house. I had my own lanes of getting income and making things happen. So, I stayed in the house. I did training and helped people, ran my business, but I decided to come out the house last year to help build within the movement. And that was crazy. That was crazy. I'm just like everybody else that wanted to go over to Africa and and do for a different life, for opportunities. I'm just like everybody else. So I've seen what you guys are, those that are there. I've seen all of this stuff, all of everything that you guys are seeing going on in Africa way before y'all got there. I was the first one to really, not really the first one, but to be disappointed because we're not doing what we're supposed to do. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. However, like I said, if you surround yourself with Africans and you know kind of avoid the people that we know have the same individual mindset, you can do well. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But I would have liked to see us, come together. At least those who are coming to Africa from the states to be able to come together and be unified on the ground. But now I see different. We just got to do what we need to do for ourselves. Maybe a few people, but as far as everybody coming together, it's not gonna happen. It's not a good idea because it's gonna cause a lot of loss. So stay up, man. I just wanted to chime in with you, and let you know that expectations. What you want to do is you want to have realistic expectations, and we want to watch out for people who are creating content. Like a lot of the people that create content on YouTube, they're doing it just so that they can get money. And when they get a little monetization, once they get to that point, they just go sick trying to create viral videos, and anything they can do to get some attention. I mean, that's fine as long as you're not doing it at the expense of the movement. As long as you're not doing that at the expense of the movement. And most 90% of the people that's going to do that, they will do it at the expense of the movement because they really don't understand movement. So they'll be quick to get up and share information that is not accurate, and in many cases are outright lies. Just to participate in anything that they think will go viral or anything they think that will get views. you know we need to keep it positive. If you out there, do something positive. You don't see a lot of people actually doing something, you know what I'm saying, outside of sitting around creating videos and creating contents. you know I would like to see more people helping people every day. You understand what I'm saying? And I can speak from that place because anybody that know me, you see that's how I move. I'm never really by myself. I will always have people, Gambian brothers and sisters that I'm working with. That's just not for a day. That's been around for years. That's around me all the time, making it happen. So that's what we need to do. When we come over, we need to integrate. We need to be able to help our brothers and sisters to elevate. We need to be able to elevate the economy, elevate the mindset. But we can't do that with the same mindset in the West that, gave us our bad reputation that we have all over the world. So whatever you do, whatever you're doing, just keep in mind that, you know, just keep moving forward, man. Just keep moving forward. Don't let nobody block your blessings. Don't follow the crowd. Don't follow all the he say, she say. Because trust me, people lie. People lie. And you might be running around listening to lies and things like that, and you don't got the truth on it, man. All of that's garbage. All of that's garbage. Judge people based on their actions, on their merit, not because somebody told you something, because they don't want you to be this person's friend because they're a messed up person. I mean, that's what you see. A lot of high school, a lot of kindergarten stuff coming from old people. This is a young movement anyway. This movement for the young people. Those of us, because I'm up there, you know what I mean? It's for the young people. We are still stuck in our ways. We don't want to change, and we can't really help the situation to that degree. So we have to focus on the youth, those of us who are coming to build. We need to focus on youth empowerment programs, working with the youth, women empowerment programs, working with them, import, export, developing our own products. And that's how we're going to win. This is how we're going to win this repatriation movement. So until the next video, like, share, and subscribe. Peace.